Hello my Taurus friends, it's Guidinghalo here. This is going to be your reading for the week of the 19th to the 25th. General snapshot. Let's see what's going on for you guys. My Taurus friends, a leap of faith, huh? A leap of faith, making a decision. Could be dealing with Capricorn energy, but there's fear between shadow side work here. Fear of, it could be fear, wow. Fear of where the divine's taking you next. You want to take a leap of faith and you have made the decision. I see, made the decision to take that leap of faith. But there's fear, I believe, of where the divine's taking you next. I think y'all might be trying to get out of a situation. Could be financial, could be relationship. But you have a direct line to the divine here about what this is about for you, this shadow side, this work. Perhaps you could be connected with somebody who's a light worker or somebody who has a different way of viewing what steps are to be made forward or what steps are to be taken forward than you do. And maybe they're actually talking to you and filling in your gaps of understanding. When you start a new project, there's the rise, there's the leveling, and there's the drop zone. Or when you make that decision, okay? And I call it the in-between. So you have your point A and your point B. So in the in-between, there's a whole lot of journey that goes on, okay? So we have the rise to, well, I have this idea, I'm going to start this. So you start, and there's the rise, and you grow it, and then you do your thing, and it happens. And then there's the nurturing process and the Seven of Pentacles, the Waite situation here. And then as you decide that you don't want to do it anymore and you're heading back to something else, it's like a drop. It's like you have to drop the momentum towards it. There's a lot of momentum that's built up on this plane here, a lot of momentum. So the momentum has to somehow drop in order to have the new come in. And this is why a lot of people end up with their foot in one thing and foot in another thing, left foot in one, right foot in another. It could be left foot in the past, left foot in another one, because momentum doesn't just drop dead. It doesn't just stop when you've put a lot of energy and time and effort, whether it's a fight, whether it's a business, whether it's a relationship, whatever it is. When you put a lot of momentum into that thing, it doesn't just drop. It doesn't just stop. And usually when it does, it's the divine moving you, okay? So if you have your foot in one thing and your foot in another and you're in the middle of those two things, I'm going to be doing a series called The In-Between. And we'll focus on what's going on in between and who's in the drop zone, who's in the rise, and who's got the momentum going on that they can't stop if they want to. Anyways, right here, the reason I'm bringing that up is I see that there's some momentum going on, and I think you guys would like that drop zone to happen like now. But there's been a whole years and years of momentum built up in whatever this here is, okay? And the reason I say years and years is because if this is about shadow work, if this is about fear, there is a lot of momentum behind those fears that are in your life. A lot of momentum. It's going to, think of how long it took you to develop a fear. It's not going to drop overnight. Your thoughts about that fear can drop overnight, and you can change it with enlightening, absolutely, but it's going to take time to play out in the 3D. That's always the way it works. It's about momentum, and it's about the momentum you've put towards something and behind something for a very long time, okay? Let's find out what's crossing this situation. So we're taking a leap of faith into making a decision. You have the world in the palm of your hands to do so. And I see you making that decision, but there's some fears, there's some shadow side stuff that's holding you back, and the divine really needs you to tap into your intuition here, or to talk to people that can help you, you know, move forward in this scenario. Challenging information coming your way, my Taurus friends. So the Knight of Swords is someone who's got something to say, let me tell you, and they're coming at you in a ferocious manner. Whether they're coming at you in a ferocious manner to say, oh my gosh, did you know this happened? This is really important. Or they're coming at you in a ferocious manner with their finger point and say, you did this, you did that. I don't know. That's up to you to decide. But there's so many different ways that this Knight of Swords can come at you. This Knight of Swords could be running into battle with his sword drawn. This Knight of Swords could be running with his sword up high and trying to get a message to somebody, a message of that's very important that you know in this situation before you can make a decision. And see, this Knight of Swords is headed straight over here. So someone sees you're about to make a decision, sees you're about to take a leap of faith. And perhaps it could be a Capricorn energy that's going to come and bring some enlightenment for you. Don't move quite so fast yet, maybe. Patience, stillness, don't rush, just be still. Ask the divine to give you guidance. Look at this, you guys. We have a 2 card here, a 2 card here, and the card's number 22. Synchronicities all over the board. This is important for somebody out there, for sure, because it's about patience and stillness. If you guys are about to do something, think twice, please. Think twice. 1, 2, 3, 4 times over. Yeah, think twice. Ask the divine, go in and ask for more clarity. I think there's something you're not seeing here, and I think you're going to get information about that something that's not being seen, okay? All right, the resting tree, patience, stillness. Let's pull a card for you guys here from Spirit. All right. So change is happening, and it could have something to do with the connection you have with the divine. It could be have something to do with how the divine is trying to spiritually move you through this situation, how to come through it and do it in the highest version of you. All right, let's see what card number 22 talks about here. This is the resting tree. The resting tree is a sign for you to stop focusing and planning and be at peace in the moment. This is a representative of non-action and relaxation. Patience is the key to being with this ally. The resting tree asks you to slow down, sit back, and watch the roses bloom and the birds feed in the meadow. This isn't the time to forge ahead in any way. You may not be taking enough breaks, so you're invited to be still and contemplate your good fortune, even if it means blessing the chaos in your life. This is a sign to allow everything to fall away except the stillness of the moment. It's like living within the space between breaths. There's the in-between. When the resting tree appears, it signals that you've done all you can for now, and it's time to unwind and allow your story to unfold of its own accord. You've earned the right to rest and relax. Amazing ideas will come if you do. Remember the ancient saying, we do without doing, and everything gets done. As a challenger, the resting tree appears to ask you to consider if you're so frenetic that all you can think about is how stressed you are. Running around and overdoing anything only makes you into a human, doing not a human being. I like that. That's good. This is a sign to be careful, or you may become physically ill, or at very least unable to enjoy your life. Be still. It's time to meditate and take time out, or you'll make some mistakes that you may regret later. Don't worry. All those things you're trying to manage will still be there when you're ready to move forward again. Only then will you have a clearer head with which to think. So it's about taking a break, taking a time out, you know, getting clarity from the divine about which way to go next, which way to move forward. Dear you, oh my, things are stirred up and changes upon you. This is a cause for celebration. No need to be nervous, but know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainties of life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear, rather in spite of it or even because of it. Step into the unknown now. Let go of the branch you are clinging to and let Spirit take the wheel and help steer you to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said? Take one step forward, the gods will take one step toward the gods and they will take 10 toward you. We're all doing the destiny cha-cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always. This is beautiful. Somebody here, whoever this reading is for, is coming into, or you're right here at this time, or you're just coming out of, no, you're right here at this time, or it's coming. Yeah. And there's information coming to you as you're resting that's really going to help you understand this whole journey you've been on. I suspect a lot of my Tauruses are in that drop zone. The drop zone of, what is that change about to be? I know I need a change. I know I want to change. I want to take the leap of faith towards the change, making a decision to do that. And perhaps you already have, but it's like you're right in the drop zone. It's like letting the momentum for something you've been doing fall. Yeah, and it feels odd, right? It probably feels really odd because you're sitting there like, I feel like I should be doing, I feel like I should be moving, I feel like shadow work here. I feel like I should be doing, I feel like I should be thising, I feel like I should this, but it's odd, right? Like I'm going into one place doing the thing I always do, but I need a different perspective on it. And then we have the High Priestess here. It's all about that. It's all about that different perspective, right? It's all about finding a balance between your fears and your hopes, and about sitting and resting and waiting for the divine to come in and bring that message to you. And it's going to come to you. It's definitely coming to you. And they got you. They so got you. Look at that, my Taurus friends. This is beautiful. What a beautiful reading. Whoever's in the drop zone, I'm telling you right now, we get to Saturn going direct on September 18th. Yep. We get there, we get Saturn going direct. It's going to be a big deal for you guys. There's going to be some fast forward movement. Yep. And information coming in as well. It's going to be a big deal. Yes, it is. I hope this resonates with somebody. Go ahead and leave a message down below. Oh, by the way, it could be between the 15th and the 18th. We got the 15th here. This message is coming in maybe 15th of September. By the 18th, things will start to move forward because of this information coming in. Okay? Blessings to you. Talk to you later.